All right, Anderson, get ready. You're going to lock up with Necro Butcher.
Okay. Oh, this is from Bobby Houston.
Bullet.
I meant to give
this
it.
should have its own chair, okay?
Yeah, I forgot to give it to you last week, but I gave it to you this
shirt.
week. They're going to give it to you on air, so it's now...
Bullet. Very sentimentalist. Look at the colors in that thing.
Yeah.
Dang, he's moved up since that Texan up in Statesville.
Well,
dang, man. Shoot.
He always know how to market himself, that's for sure.
Yeah, he sure did, brother. Oh, man. I'll save it for the air. Oh, yeah. I love that, Bullet. Yeah. I won't even cut this one up.
You should wear sleeves on this one. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle. You hear the claps. You know what time it is. George, how was your weekend?
Unbelievable, and it just continues to grow, Bullet. As I turn the corner, you surprised me with my very own Funky Monkey, as I got it right, Funky Monkey Wrestling T-shirt from our good friend Bobby Houston out in Illinois. Exactly. I'm so sorry because I knew. It's below where you went, right? And you went down to his show, right? Or no?
It's more straight across.
Okay.
Straight line.
Thank you, Bobby Houston. Like we just said earlier before we went on the air, I will actually leave the sleeves in this one. So that's a tough looking shirt.
Yeah.
Bullet, dang. And thank you so much, Bobby Houston, for that. What an unbelievable week going on, Bullet. I'm out of breath. So much going on here tonight. I will actually be leaving as we do our TV show. I'll be headed out to St. Louis, Missouri as soon as we leave here. Get to spend 2 days with Harley Race and his son Leland Race. So I'm very, very excited about that.
Give him my best, please.
I sure will. And so I'm just so excited. And Harley's asked me, they actually worked out perfect. They train at his academy Wednesdays and Thursdays. So he's asked me just to be like a little guest trainer. And I'm very excited about that. So we will be out there for 2 days. And of course, finish up Thursday night, load up, and then head on back to the house. But anyway, just had a great weekend, Bullet. Something was very, very amazing. I love going, people believe it or not, if they don't believe me, but I love going to work for a guy maybe one time. It may be the only time, but I love just going to a new show, not really to meet people, but just sometimes to see how goofy things are and sometimes to have fun. And But Bullet, one of the most amazing things, and I'm going to share this for later on here real quick, but anyway, I went up to, never been in all the times of us going to West Virginia, Bullet, Chesapeake, West Virginia, which what still makes me hot is you go through all 3 tolls, okay? And when you go through the 3rd toll, which I've already spent $6, $2 a pop, the minute you go through the toll, you get off. You get off in Chesapeake, West Virginia. I've never been so mad. You can take 4 steps back and not have to go through the toll.
Yeah, you could take a little exit. And then...
That's exactly right. So anyway, but Chesapeake, Virginia, West Virginia, great little show. Got to see Eric Darkstorm, met some new guys. Boy, and it was just nobody in wrestling probably but this old psychopath would love the building. Now you'd do fine, Bullet, but it was just a metal tin building in the middle of town with no air, one window, one door open, and hot.
Yeah, because if anybody knows anything about me, I like to be at wrestling shows in buildings that look like they belong in horror movies. Obviously, that's my MO. That's the level of type of... forget the Tokyo Dome in front of 18,000 people. I'd much rather have like a shack where it looks like, Leatherface is going to pop up and like hack up some bodies.
Exactly. Exactly. And what was so amazing, Bullet, he had a decent little crowd, but it was a Sunday afternoon, Bullet. I did not want to, this old roster does not like sitting home, so I enjoyed it. Had a great time, had a great little match, won about 25 minutes with Eric Dorkstorm, and it was just great. Most important thing was I got all of my money, and I stowed that little jab in there for this one addressing another promoter up there that we both know, and I won't mention his name, but actually private messaged me later on and said, yeah, that group you work for, they do draw small crowds. And Bullet, but I wrote that guy back and said, listen, I got my money the minute I walked in. It really ain't nobody else's business what kind of, but it really aggravated me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can only be the only ones that run West Virginia. But anyway, had a great time, Bullet. Saw one of the most amazing things, and it was so cool, Bullet, but it's kind of idiot in the baggish, but if there was a good idiot in the bag, it may be this, but I'm going to save that. But anyway, so much going on here, Bullet. I will actually come back here Friday night, and then I'm going to head up to Morganton. Be working a show up there in Morganton. Now, did you? I know PWX had a great show in Hickory. Was you?
I popped my head in, to say the least.
I love that. I didn't know if you were sitting in the audience like Ronnie Garvin in disguise. Okay.
I was not disguised when I came in. I feel like my presence is very well known and set up for the big July 24th. Me versus John Schuyler. Title versus career. So George, being as somebody, I even said it in my promo, that means everything. That's not just PWX. That's big time wrestling, Northeast wrestling, George South birthday party shows. So I know what side you're on immediately.
Yes. Yes.
Now, hopefully, there's a lot of people that are on that same side. I don't know. There may be some people like, yeah, John Schuyler, please. So we don't have to see Jake Manning wrestle anymore. I hope you beat Jake Manning because I don't ever want to see his face on a wrestling show.
So there is a lot more when you dig into this at stake than maybe just Jake Manning's career. It is actually
the future of EWA.
Exactly.
And me being the complete idiot, and I haven't won a match in 2 years. For me to put all in on this one match, I look rather silly. You'd think I'd like to get a little tune-up match, or I'd like to get a little win first. But no, it's 2 years or nothing.
All of the little, small, unimportant shows that I have done since you've been a resident of Charlotte, North Carolina, could all come to an end, okay? We're talking about racetrack shows. We're talking about out in the middle of a cornfield with lightning striking. All that may come to, Lord, bullet. That's... I wish maybe we should.
Hey, listen, there are plenty of days where I've thought about I'll just give up. So if I'm gonna go out, it's gonna be a coup de grace, and this it don't get much bigger than this. George.
Oh my gosh! And this is it. This ain't no coming back like Baron Von Raschke did later on.
I'm a man of my word when I said that if I lose this match, I will never come back. There are some days when comedy's going really well and wrestling's going very bad. I feel like I've already made that decision in my mind, but
this may be official.
This may be official. But the point is, if you like me or you've always wanted to see me wrestle, this is the one to see. This is the one to see. Either way, either it's the last time or the best time. And that's pretty much what I gotta say.
That is July 24th.
July 24th. It will be in at Escapade. Literally a stone throws from my house.
Oh man!
So if I basically kill myself trying to save my career, I literally can be rolled.
Take you far.
We're gonna take me far. You can roll me over.
And we've already had the fire station come there before, so they know where to come.
They know exactly where to go. They know exactly where to go. It's real easy. You can just.
And this ain't gonna be like in the '50s when you had a loser leave town or loser retire, to where the one of the old timers come driving up with an old camper hooked to the car before the match. So there ain't gonna be none of that.
No, they do that. But I'm just right up the road. I can park the U-Haul at my house. So.
Bullet! I will. July 24th. I will have to. Oh goodness! I will have to be. I may have to have security because John Schuyler grabbed me last time when I'll just.
Yeah, you may have to do a run-in. Just to save that 3 count.
Yes. Oh boy! I want you to know, John Schuyler and all you wrestling fans, if it comes down to the 2 count and I don't look like Bullet Jake Manning's going to kick out Bullet, it will be a hard thing to sit still. I'm telling you. Because I'm thinking of what's at stake besides this one match. Mm-hmm. You may shut down 8 companies with this one loss, Bullet, not to put any pressure on you. But anyway, so much going on, Bullet. Thank you, everybody. Just so good. Mailed out 2 books this week. Just so happy. And before we get out of here, Bullet, great idiot of the week. 2 things, Bullet, if you don't mind. We're going to throw our idiot of the week. Idiot back in the bag. One of them, as I mentioned, this was just great, and it's one of those things when you see the Loch Ness Monster pop his head up and you can't find your phone. Bullet, as we were unloading the car to go right into the building, I'm talking one street right downtown, Bullet, and this, it ain't documented because I couldn't document it in time, and they're not idiot bag stuff. This was just kind of cool, Bullet. I'm talking a dragster, a funny car dragster. I'm not talking one of the souped up Monte Carlos. I'm talking one of these you see with the parachute, long that does the wheelie. Just comes driving downtown. Not speeding, just the guy's going to the grocery store. He had that dragster that took up I'm not lying to you.
That opens up.
Yeah, that opens up. Just like that. Like when we were kids, Don the Goose, all that stock car, dragster, back in the day. I'm talking it had the wheels, the 2 wheels this wide, and then the 2 skinny ones. And it was as long
as one of those that hop out.
Oh, yeah. But Bullet, it was from all the way to the wall. Those that always break apart on Wide World of Sports.
Yeah, the ones that just like disintegrate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just go 2 miles an hour down the road. The guy's going to the grocery store. I promise you.
The one that looked like the rocket that Evel Knievel got shot across the Grand Canyon with.
That's exactly right.
So,
and folks, you're going to say, George, that's not really that important. But I'm talking, when you're talking about Chesapeake, West Virginia, boy, in a little small town, coal mining town, there's only maybe 3 cars in the whole town. I'm not exaggerating. To just see this dragster. So maybe I'll take it out of the idiot of the back because I got another one. But anyway, it was one of those things that will probably never ever happen again. I wished I'd have had a camera. The guy that was his family car, was a dragster. But anyway.
And people want to give Jerry the King Lawler a hard time for driving the Batmobile. Like, at least the Batmobile is street legal.
I know. Lord, Bullet. But anyway, who I will throw in an idiot bag real quick before we get out here, Bullet, I finally sit down. Anytime that wrestlers are involved in anything and they can get a payoff, I'm happy. So, Bullet, and I know it's old news. A lot of people have already watched it, but I sat down and I watched Pro Wrestlers versus Zombies for the first time. Have you seen that?
I've heard of it.
Bullet, now listen to me, folks. Nobody sent me this. I want to get this clear right now. I rented this in the new releases at the video store. There are video stores left, folks.
Okay.
This was not sent to me free. It was not a black market. The case is what sucked me in. I mean, with Shane Douglas and Piper, Kurt Angle's in it, Matt Hardy's in it. Bullet. So I sat down and watched it. It's filmed in West Virginia. Bullet, I can't even get a review on this thing. But who I am throwing in the idiot bag, I watched the whole thing. Hacksaw Duggan's in it. I won't spoil it, but Hacksaw Duggan gets eat, so he turns into a zombie. It's worth the price of admission.
It'd be far better if that was Greg the Hammer Valentine. It's Greg the Hammer time.
It's close.
He's pretty close to a zombie. If there's a zombie in existence today, Greg the Hammer Valentine is very close.
Bullet, but there's this one scene, and then we got to get out of here. But there's one scene where Kurt Angle's taking on all these zombies. It is the coolest 5 minutes of pro wrestling zombie-ish that I've ever seen in my life, because he's doing all of his finishing moves to these zombies. I mean, he hooks one zombie in the ankle, the ankle thing, and literally breaks his leg off, and he's holding the foot. But anyway, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw the zombies in the idiot bag for this sole reason. As I watch this whole movie, Piper and Kurt Angle break out of the school and they're running through the woods, and guess who's chasing them? That's the secret. Chasing them is zombies. Now, I'm not up to date on my zombiness information, but zombies don't run.
Okay,
you understand what I'm saying?
So they were fast-moving zombies. I have this debate all the time of fast-moving zombies and slow-moving zombies.
But let me tell you something. These were Bob Hayes from the Cowboys, fastest man in America, zombies. The zombies actually...
Good pull there.
the zombies actually outrun, I swear to you, Piper and Kurt Angle. They actually had to slow down and let the wrestlers catch up so they could finish. It killed it for me. Everything else, not the bad wrestling or anything like that.
Fast-moving zombies, I totally agree. I don't like them.
That killed it.
They're infected if they're moving that fast.
Yeah, exactly.
Zombies are dead and decaying, so they shouldn't move that fast because muscles are degrading.
That's exactly right.
Now, infected, they're infected much like 28 days later, 28 weeks later. Those are infected with the rage virus.
That's exactly right.
They're infected. I don't consider them zombies.
So as I throw the zombies in the idiot bag, and my point from this whole discussion is, when the zombies run that fast, you can't tell the wrestlers from the zombies.
Yeah, because the scary thing about zombies, they move slow, but it's getting caught in a horde.
That's exactly.
Or that's the deal. Getting caught in a herd.
So that killed the whole thing for my movie. I'm very impressed that it was on the new release shelf. People are renting it. It's just unbelievable to me. But I got to put the zombies in here because zombies do not. And I'm not talking. If you'd have looked close enough, the zombies had track shoes on. And it was so kind of B-radish. Don't you hate this? Piper, this little thing here, and then we'll get off your bullet. Piper standing in his leather coat, okay, with a white T-shirt. 2 seconds later, he's standing with his leather coat and a blue shirt. Now, I may be the only one in America that noticed that, but that drove me nuts all through the movie.
You wouldn't be the only one. There's a lot of people are nitpicky about stuff like that.
One time, Shane Douglas has just fought a zombie. He's blood all over him, hair hanging down. The next scene, his hair's pulled back in a ponytail, and there's no blood at all on him with the zombie here. So, but anyway, you got to watch it at least for one time. But I didn't want to spoil it. But when those zombies get down like this, Bullet, my back. When they get down like this, like they're getting
Hacksaw Jim Duggan?
Oh yes.
So when Hacksaw got turned into a zombie, he taught him how to do the running clothesline? Is that
Yeah,
how it works?
that's exactly right. So anyway, I know we got to get out of here, boy. But anyway, what we hope that the zombies will run after this week is
The second greatest book of all time, which is available at highspots.com, which is always open. It just doesn't appear on AMC on Sunday nights, much like The Walking Dead. But for more information about what I'm doing this weekend and what George is doing this weekend, you can follow me on Twitter at ManScoutManning or on Instagram at ManScoutManning. This has been another edition of Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle.
Thank you, boy. Great show. Great show. Oh man, we got a lot to talk about for July 24th, boy. You know it? There's a lot more online, except your career. Okay. John Schuyler beats you. That's going to shut. I'm telling you that will shut down 42 promotions. Bullet.